New allegations tonight about that deadly port explosion in Beirut.
Dans le quartier du port de Beyrouth, vous voyez ici ces images en direct.
انفجار مهول كبير جدا هائل وقع.
Capital Beirut, killing at least 70 people and injuring more than 3,700.
607. The port, Beirut, Lebanon. 2,750 tons of nitrate ammonium. A fire. An explosion. Then another. More than 207 deaths, 7,500 injuries, and a city left in ruins. It is in this exact series of events that Lebanese people witnessed what would be the worst day of their collective memory, the 4th of August, 2020. With their phones, people recorded what they thought would be their last day. Rumble, smoke, and fire followed by the biggest non-nuclear bomb in modern history. People scattered the streets trying to reach hospitals that were also ravaged by the massive blast, seeking medical care, searching for their missing loved ones. The explosion demolished the surrounding neighbourhoods and caused damages estimated over $15 billion. Soon after the blast, several European companies were called on site to support a helpless port authority still under shock. German company Combi Lift, which specializes in salvage and transportation of wrecked ships, was among them. It came to Lebanon to extract the Orient Queen, Lebanon's famous cruise ship that was sunken by the blast.
طلب منا أنه نساعد الشركات الألمانية اجت مشان تهتم بإعادة بناء البور وتصليح البور. إحدى الشركات كانت كومبي ليفت واتصلت فينا وعملنا كل المجهود تنساعدهم.
There was no hesitation for the LGBC and Combi Lift CEO Heiko Felderhoff, who said,
I would say 1 week after the blast, the German government called me and said, Heiko, please fly to Beirut and have a look what we can do and if we can help. We all know that it was shocking pictures which I saw when I came. I'm very proud that I could be a part of helping Lebanon and Beirut to make it safer. I would do it again and again if somebody asked me.
Once at the port, Combi Lift and the Nehlsen German Business Council disturbingly discovered more than 50 containers piled up all around the port and containing unstable hazardous chemicals. Upon the port authorities' request and with the help of German Ambassador Andreas Kendall and the German government, the containers were handled with the utmost care. This took incredible effort, time, expertise, and patience.
This is just a beginning. This is the first step of cleaning part of the port. This is really an open wound, and this one wound with the chemicals here will be closed today. Last container will go on board, and then for the first time there is something being done in this port, which is the consequence of the 4th of August.
The materials found in those containers at the port were diverse. The most toxic of them being acid bases and brines, ranging from substances that cause burns to chemicals that would be deadly if inhaled. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, hydrofluoric acid, methyl bromide, toilet flush, benzyl alkyl sulfonic acid, and more. Gaseous components were also detected on site. Organic material that could be toxic in high concentrations, inorganic solids, and other non-hazardous materials. Though individually harmless, the poor storage conditions of these substances, their age and instability, their proximity to one another, and their overall deterioration made it urgent and vital to remove and discard of them. Hazardous substances and waste expert Michael Wendler called it a situation that could not be compared to anything that was ever seen before. After analyzing the acids and other chemicals, both on-site and in German and Lebanese laboratories, the teams came to the conclusion that this project was about more than just cleaning the port, but rather, and as Combi Lift CEO stated, it was saving Beirut from another bomb. In total, 59 containers were secured, wrapped, tested, and moved to a specialized ship that would ferry them to 3 chemical waste disposal facilities in Germany. These 59 containers were in dreadful shape, sometimes lacking flooring or roof. They had to be refurbished to suit international treaty standards for waste transport. Even though German public opinion was not warm to the idea of receiving and disposing of toxic waste, the German government worked on reassuring their people and took hold of the waste safely and disposed of them securely. Today, the 59 containers are no longer a threat to Beirut and its inhabitants. All of this was made possible because of a relentless team of professionals, seconded by outstanding individuals doing what it takes to save the city from another horrific August 4th. This rescue mission did not stop there. Word soon began to travel around, and the momentum created by clearing the 59 hazardous containers of the Beirut port soon spread to other Lebanese areas. In Zoug and Jiyeh, 5 containers containing toxic substances were kept by the EDL. In Tripoli, around 75 containers belonging to the Ministry of Energy and Water, most of them dating back to more than 50 years ago, were declared. Most shockingly, in Zahrani, the equivalent of 5 containers were found to be holding approximately 2 kilograms of a radioactive substance, uranyl acetate. The extraction of these newly discovered containers is still work in progress, including creating new contracts with Combi Lift and helping the Lebanese government engage in safer ways of disposing of toxic waste. Mutual agreements are still underway to proceed with the extraction of toxic waste from all the Lebanese territory. For the Beirut port, it took 6 months of mediating between governments, of securing safety of workers on site, of facing daily challenges that held back the work, of fighting unfounded criticism and intentional discrediting. Germany was the only country that was able to carry out such a project in the port of Beirut, and discreetly, concretely saved Beirut from an imminent threat and helped it stand back on its feet. As of May 2021, Lebanon was made 59 containers safer than it was on the 4th of August 2020. The Orient Queen, discharged by Combi Lift, is today void of fuel, still lying in the port of Beirut, though the spaces around it have changed for the safer. On that 4th of August, the Lebanese people slowly decided to rebuild their city with the help of a determined group of individuals who strongly believe that Beirut deserves to rise again. From that day, this became their mission rather than just a project.
So the job is done, happy end, we are happy. And you know, sometimes when you did some good job, you are feeling very well. And now we are feeling very well, and we are happy that we make a little bit from our side to make this great country, Lebanon, better, better and better.
A human hand extended towards a city, a country in crisis. Against all odds, these people choose to stay, to work inexorably, and watch over Beirut like its Orient Queen.
This is just a beginning. There's something being done in this port.
I stand here today full of faith and hope that we will not stop here.